Belgium, diversity, do you think it's there, or do you think we understand it here in Belgium?
I think I'm not there to take parts or to judge or to, in the past few years, a lot has happened. A lot of refugees have come in. I think there's, wow, how many different cultures together in this country. A lot of people still have problems with it, I think, but people should also learn to integrate a bit more. If you live in a country, we should all learn to live together. And I think there's still some issues with that some days, that people cannot really accept that we are all different, but we have to live together.
So it's not enough, you think?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think maybe it should be spoken more of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also in the schools there should be more conversations about it.
Okay. If you think there should be more conversations about it in schools, what about at work? Is it enough, you think, at work? Okay, now be careful about this answer, because I don't want you to be in trouble with your work. But what we have seen, what you think it could be better, we're just talking about diversity here, and it's not a bad thing, I think, to talk about it.
In my line of work, it's very international.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different people together in a very small community that we, I'm just that's a difficult answer. I don't want to step on toes.
Yes, exactly. But if you feel uncomfortable, let's leave it there.
No.
But this question, it's not only related to your work, but also what you have seen.
Yeah.
Because remember, you said at the beginning you came here as an au pair, and that was, of course, a different scenario.
Yeah.
But I believe you had activities with kids at the time,
Exactly.
and you met a lot of families.
Yeah.
And I would understand that people in that community or in that space, they would understand that, because those are rich people. If you have an au pair in Belgium, you must be rich, because everything is so expensive here.
You know what? A lot of the families had the impression that I'm this poor girl from South Africa that's desperate to come and work for money. They had the impression that I came here just to earn money, to be able to afford a living. Well, that was not the situation at all. I came here to gain experience and to travel and to see Europe, where I was in a situation that they will manipulate me to work more. And she's like, she will do it because she's desperate for the money. She's coming from a poor country. And that was not at all.
Which country is poor are we talking about?
Yeah, they think I'm the poor girl from South Africa.
No, but
they have the wrong impression that we as South Africans are poor people.
Yeah, but we are, because my mom today, as we speak, we just called this morning, she didn't have money to buy food.
Okay, but when I was a child, from the family where I came from, I don't say we were thinking rich, but as a child, I had everything that I needed. My parents provided me with everything so I will never say that I've been poor in my life.
Yes, I know, me too. I think, first, let's correct that. I don't think I should say South Africa, but I think the continent of Africa on its own is not poor.
No.
But I understand we are poor because of our situations, our political stuff and whatever. And that thing, it's good they think that way. Let's leave it there. Let's not go there. Let's not touch it. But then that means you worked more, and you did your thing, you traveled. But you think for another young South African or any other person, another young girl from somewhere else, is it a good thing to be an au pair? Is it safe, number one?
Absolutely.
The agencies that give you these jobs,
Okay,
they take care of this, they make sure...
There is agencies that I will never use. I've heard a lot of stories. There are agencies that are incredible, like they really take care of you. I think it's the best opportunity I've ever had to get away from your parents, to gain experience in another country. You are by yourself. You have them to help, but you need to figure out things. You know, it's completely different culture. It's getting around in the city, traveling alone. It's an amazing experience to gain. I've done it twice. I've done it in Holland. I've done it in Belgium, and even in Belgium, with the family that I worked for, it was really difficult. There was a lot of times I wanted to pack my bags and leave, but my mother raised me to finish what you started, push through it, and you become stronger in the end. So I think it's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Just to have a little bit a different view of different cultures, also just to be integrated.
Just hold on a sec. Yes, we are back. I also have a lot behind my head every time I move the shed and all that kind of stuff, but it's okay. Otherwise, shall I switch it off and use natural light this part? What do you think?
It's up to you.
It's up to me.
It's for you, eh?
I know it's for me. Nah, let's
We
leave
leave
light.
it. We leave
Let's
it.
leave the light, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. We're gonna leave it. The reason why I'm gonna leave it, whatever you see, I want you to comment about it, and I want you to help this podcast. I've been saying this, that I need a crew. If you are a filmmaker or you know how to work around the camera, or you are interested, I can teach you some few tricks. But I need a crew. I need people to help me out. I'm doing everything by myself. I don't have subsidies. I don't have any income, so I cannot pay you either. That's why I don't ask people. But if you are interested, you can join me in this journey. So for now, I'm gonna leave it there. Is the light is not correct, there's too much lighting or whatever, not my problem anymore, but I respect you, so I'll try and do my best, because a good content is the only thing that I want you to get. Belgische mensen, ik heb je hulp nodig om mij te helpen met dit. Als u geïnteresseerd bent om mee te helpen achter de scherm, alsjeblieft stuur maar een mailtje naar mij, naar theequityrevolution@gmail.com, en dan kunnen we vanaf daar verder praten, want ik heb echt hulp nodig. Ik kan dit niet alleen doen. Het is veel werk, maar ik doe het toch. Weet je waarom? Omdat ik u graag zie. Anyways, we were in the diversity. All right, that's
Yes.
lovely. You mentioned what you mentioned, but I want us to quickly move to equity now, your understanding about equity. And I'll be carefully looking into the equity and equality, so that we don't, because they
That can be mixed up.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a very thin line between the two.
So tell me, what does that mean to you, equity? If you don't get the word, I can explain to you what I understand about it. What yeah means I should. You want me to explain what I understand about it? I don't know if I understand it well, but to my understanding is that equality is to give the same.
Yes.
Equity is to give the same, but go beyond that according to the needs of individuals. So that means, you want to say something?
No, that's just the thing, that it's that thin line between it. You know, it can be mixed up so fast. Because yes, equality, but to go the extra mile on the per individual, it's a bit difficult sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a difficult thing, and I think, according to me, it's one of the things that the world. I'm talking about the world, but that's one of the things that I think a corporate world should look into it. Society should look into that, because should we have that, I think we won't have a lot of problems that we're having today. When I talk about problems, I'll talk about the problems of how we live, our salaries, our happiness, because remember, your salary is your happiness also. in our societies, we have a lot of problems because we have poor, we have richer, we have all the kind of stuff. Some people work very hard, but they don't feel appreciated. I don't know if is it a pay or is it appreciation in another level? I don't know. I'm not going to talk about things I don't know. Let's leave it.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come back. Let's come to inclusion.
I think that in South Africa or in Belgium or in the world.
You choose because after you have explained whatever country you want to start with, I'll ask about the other country again.
I think in general they have made a big step forward with inclusion.
Who?
The world, like
the world itself,
itself, like there has been a lot of advocates for inclusion, you know, to promote that, to improve it in a lot of situations, but it can always be better. It can always be better. For example, it's one in thousands of situations. There is a guy that I'm following on TikTok. He is disabled, he's in a wheelchair, and he decided to travel around the world to show people that a disabled person in a wheelchair, it's not always inclusive, you know. He cannot do things that we take for granted, and even though they say it's for disabled people, he cannot enjoy it.
Is that the guy from the UK?
Yeah. Is he from? No, he's from Australia.
Australia.
He's from Australia.
Is it the one from? Is it Nigerian originally?
No. It's a Australian guy.
He's an Australian guy.
Yeah.
There's a guy from the UK. I forgot his name, but I think he had polio at the time.
Yeah.
But he had problems with his legs. Man, sorry, I forgot your name, but I always enjoy your documentaries. I'm gonna Google you up after, and then I'm gonna put your face in this podcast as an apology to you because you're doing a very wonderful work, and I love your things, man. Next time you want somebody to travel with, please ask me. I'm very free, actually. You just pay the ticket, I come along. I don't need salary. No, okay. So now, looking into these three words, let's now take South Africa and Belgium. Do you think there's something that works in South Africa that doesn't work in Belgium, or vice versa? Let me give an example. Oh, you're thinking, okay.
I'm thinking I don't know. For me, it's difficult to compare because I haven't been in South Africa for a very long time, and whatever you always see and hear in social media and in the news, sometimes it's exaggerated and sometimes not so. I feel it's difficult for me to compare the situation in South Africa. In Belgium, I think that it's still, you know, South Africa and Belgium have the same issues, different races, different cultures, and the same issues. But on the other hand, I also feel that sometimes if we all come to live in one country, we have to also adjust ourselves a little bit to fit in with the culture here, you know. I don't say we have to all become Belgian. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that sometimes we have traditions and rules and customs in our own home countries, but once you come here, it's not the rules and customs here, and we need to all add a little bit wine to the water to adjust to just be a bit more equal.
If I may ask a stupid question.
Yeah.
Would you identify yourself as a European or as an African?
I was just thinking about that last week. I was just thinking about it last week because I've been living here for such a long time that I think whenever I go back to South Africa now, I will always have the South African in me, but there's things in South Africa that happens and people do, and it irritates me. You know, I get a bit frustrated because I have more European mentality in some situations.
You mean now?
Now,
okay.
You know, so I think it's changed over time. It definitely changed over time. I mean, I will never say I'm a Belgian. I will not say it. I am a South African. I will stay a South African till the day I die. But
no, but my no, because my question was relating to what you just mentioned earlier about culture, tradition, whatever, understand that you will always be different, and you won't identify as Belgians or whatever European or whatever American, but that's who you are. That's how you grew up, and that part of you is. Can you identify that part of you to say, okay, let's go back a little so that you can understand where this question is coming from. You understand the apartheid in South Africa. We have apartheid in South Africa, and the segregation was very clear. Blacks, whites, I don't care if you're Afrikaner or if you're an English, British, or whatever it is at the time. White is white, black is black. Yeah, that's how it was. Now, the generation that came to South Africa or to any country in Africa, for instance, for the first time, the Europeans, they came, they stayed. It's been years and years. So if you are born in a country, you don't know any other part of the world. That's your world, right? So if now somebody's going to come say you don't belong here, I'm saying this very carefully also to look at the South Africa on its own, because we know that the Nguni people came from the north going down. That's what history tells us. And when those who first arrived, they found the people that were already there were the Hottentots, or we call them Bushmen, whatever, because bush, it's not a word that it's rude, but I think because there's bush, there's a man, that's how it was. The Khoisans, let me put it that way, the Khoisans, that's a name I'm looking for. But now the question is, we respect that history, and the Ngunis found them there. We don't know when they landed there themselves, because if there were no borders, people were moving everywhere. So migration, everything was free. But maybe they discovered some parts of the country first. But now, and then we were there. Then the Europeans came and whatever, blah blah blah. In your case, I'm going to ask this question again. Do you feel that you are European or an African, even before you moved up here? Now, the reason now, yes.
It's difficult. I understand where you're coming from. I see the whole thing, because even my grandmother, she was born in Holland. When the war broke out, she got on a ship with her family and they went to South Africa. So I've always had the side of me, my grandmother is Dutch, you know, she was speaking Dutch. I was very interested in it, and I always felt this, I have a little bit of Dutch in me, you know.
The grandmother you just buried?
My father's mother. No. My father's mother. And so I always had that little part of me like, oh, I have a Dutch grandmother, I'm half Dutch, you know, half Dutch. I always said, because I am South African. I was born in South Africa. I feel that we have a very special culture. Just the way we are, you know, the things we do, how we eat, our traditions. For me, that is South African. But I've always had this small part of me. When I came to Holland for the first time,
I'm home also.
I'm home.
Yes. Yes.
So I cannot say.
So would you say
a little bit of both sides?
Your husband is married to a Dutch girl? No, it's a good. I'm asking this question because your answer before was, now that I live here, when I go to South Africa at times, I see things differently. I, as black as I am, I sometimes see things differently now because I've been here for so many years, and it's. Some of the things I saw them. I used to see them when I was there, but I saw them from a different angle.
Yes.
Now I see them from another angle, and I ask myself, after almost 2 decades I'm here, why do we still have that? Or why this has not been solved? But of course, each and every country has its own problems. So I don't want to be the part of the change, what is happening now in South Africa, because I don't know what's happening fully.
Exactly.
But I respect the process.
Yeah.
But what do you say? I sometimes feel like when I go home, you're gonna laugh at this one. When I first moved, I stayed for 3 years without going home. Mm-hmm. And then one day I just woke up, I said, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I booked a plane, I went home. Oh man, when I landed, I felt
It's
like...
the best feeling when you landed.
Yes. I breathe, I feel like I'm home.
South African air.